Hello, everybody. This is Eliz-Sha from wisdomseekers.net. Yeah, it's been a couple of weeks. First of all, my daughter got married. It was a beautiful wedding. And then both my daughter and I got very ill. Was not fun. And we're coming out of it now, coming out to the other side. It is fun. And let's see, what's the energy like? I already did an update on the energy but that was for tomorrow. The energy for today is very similar for tomorrow. For those people who've done the work, life should start to get a little smoother. Not because the energy is smoother, but because we've learned how to deal with the energy. We know when A happens, try B. And if B doesn't work, try C. We're not stuck without an ability to deal with a certain situation. And if none of that happens or helps, then of course we reach out and talk to people. Because it's all about inclusivity. It's not about exclusion. And what else? It is very much about inclusivity. We're getting to a place where we realize it's not the I, it's the we. And we, let me think, what is a we? In quantum theory, everything is interconnected. So if you cut a cell in half and move it 50 miles away and you stimulate the half cell, the cell at exactly the same time as you stimulated this cell, 150 miles away, will react exactly the same way as the cell has been. Right? So that's interesting. That to me was the basis of my understanding about how we are all interconnected. And another thing that I find very fascinating too about interconnectivity is if you torment a plant and it has plants that are similar, but they're 2 stories down, they will react. They will give off a kind of a scream energy. So all you herbivores out there, it doesn't matter if they're plants or animals. There is intelligence of a form. And so unless you're a breatharian, and that might even be that breathing air, it causes problems, you don't know. So it is best to bless everything and everybody. Right? Hi, Carol. How are you doing? I've been thinking about you lately. I've been thinking I should reach out and say hi. So hi. But the inclusivity it's very important right now. And one of the things that's most important is, hey Maria, and Elle is here too, yes. One of the things that's very important is if you don't like somebody, you still want to give them the benefit, not the benefit of the doubt. They may not deserve the benefit of the doubt. That is a given. But you do want to keep them in the at least neutral phase, neutral energy. And again, I'm not always the best person for that. Sometimes I will react quite strongly to negative energy. Hey, Tay. So I will answer for Tay. Okay, let me go with Tay first, and then Elle will take over. Are there any messages for you? So they seem to be very pleased with you, the guides. They seem to think that you're stepping Now, this is a very strange image. You know, a workhorse, when it starts moving forward, it pushes into the harness. It's like they showing you pushing into the harness so that you're starting to pull a load behind you. It's the harness that actually pulls the load, technically, not the horse. Though without the horse, you can't pull the load. So they're showing me that you are taking on the responsibility that you have come down to earth to do, and it's just you're just beginning. And there's more to come, of course, and it will change as you grow and mature and change, because each decade will bring you different kind of challenges or different kind of work to do, which is fine, which is good. But they're very pleased with you because you're accepting who you are. You're being responsible for who you are, and that's it. I can't go on. I can go on and on and on, but I'd be saying the same thing. They're very pleased for you. Okay, Elle.
Cassie D asks, hello, hope you're doing better. I'm wondering how RD the Virgo feels about me.
Let me see. He's very much a Virgo, that's for sure. Because he's sitting there and he's going balance, 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 balance. Like, like Virgos do. They like things to be neat and clean and tidy. And you're not quite as neat and clean and tidy as his Virgo sense feels they should be. But at the same time, he likes you. He's kind of drawn to your non-Virgo aspects. And I suspect, in this case, I suspect opposites attract. And so he's drawn to the part of you that pushes against his Virgo aspects. And having said that, I'm going to give you a warning. Make sure you're not too far apart. Make sure that your non-Virgo aspects don't trigger his Virgo aspects for when you get deeper into a relationship, because the potential is you can have a relationship. You have to be let's go with this. You have to be very mature to be in a relationship with him. You have to see him for who he is, value him for who he is, not be triggered by who he is. And he will be triggered by who you are, because Virgos are very, very, they like things the way they like things. Okay, so I'm not saying it wouldn't be a good relationship. It can be a good relationship. It would depend on you, Cassie. And yes, it is often the woman's job to make a relationship work. I don't know if that's going to be the same in the future, but for the last 10,000 years, it's been a woman's job. And let's just go with it's still the woman's job for the next few years. Okay, good luck with that.
Jennifer Swab says, hello, how are you doing? Healing energy to you and Elle.
I'm pretty well better. Elle's still sniffling, and she's going to bed as soon as this is over. But we're getting better. Thank you. I appreciate. You have no idea how much I appreciate the help that people give us, the energy that people send us to make us feel better. It is truly a blessing.
That's it for now. Oh no.
Carol's.
Sorry, so I don't know. Carol asks, I'm interested in visiting the Akashic Records. Have you ever done this, Eliz-Sha?
Yeah. You asked me to do something, I'll do it. Do you want me to do that for you, Carol, or are you just asking with I can do that?
Because the answer is both.
Okay.
I'm not answering for you.
So I would rather teach you than do it for you. Honestly, that's my whole opus operandi. How does that work? It's my whole raison d'être to help other people learn to do what I can do. I'd rather teach people to do than do it for them. But yeah,
Well, it's like the saying, you can feed a man by giving him a fish for a day, or you can teach a man to fish for himself.
yeah. You feed a man for a day, or teach him to feed himself for a lifetime.
And she says yes, teach.
Okay, well, I won't do it now, but I would love to.
Week.
No, not next week.
I'm kidding.
Okay. She's sick, right? Hey, Maria.
Maria Herrera asks, "Hi, can you see when this between Alex and Pamela? That's her real name?
She even lied about that. Wow.
If that's her real name, I'm going bad with this. Thank you."
Okay. I'm afraid you've got probably, what's it, October, November, December, 3 months, maybe 4 months left. I think Christmas time you might find that she will get bored. And I'm assuming they're in school together. And I know that it's tough for you, but this is a lesson that he needs, he wants. And I do think it might be a way of getting him involved in spirituality, unfortunately, because that's how we get involved, is through hard knocks or pain usually, and especially when you're young. He will not come out of it broken. He might be a little broken, but it will be something he can heal.
Well, we don't leave this world unscathed.
We really don't.
We live through battle scars, and we earn the scars we live through. They're the lessons we bring forward in future lives.
Okay, so he's acting out because she's a bad influence. And okay, the best thing you can do for that is to not get angry with him, keep the lines of communications open, and keep on talking to him. Unfortunately, he's at an age where his karma will be kicking in. So the best you can do for him right now is keep the lines of communications open, and don't nag him about her. The more you nag,
the farther you push,
he'll go. The more you go, this is your karma, not your. Don't tell him that, but this is your life. I respect your life. I am here for you, and be there for him. Okay, that's the secret. We can't control the teenager at that age. If you tell him no, he's going to go around and do it sneaky. Don't, stay open, and it will not last forever, I promise you. Okay.
I repeat, do not Romeo and Juliet the relationship.
Yeah, because the more you push against it, the more stronger it gets, and the less you push against it, it's less important.
And like Mom said, just keep reminding him that you're there through thick and thin. Let him fall on his face. Jeanette Preston asks, "Hello, my dears. I hope you are feeling better. Do my guides have anything they want me to know?"
Who was this?
Jeanette.
Oh, Jeanette. Hi. Basically, what they're telling me is to let you know that the more authentic you are, the easier life will be for you. And it doesn't matter what society says. It's you being authentic for yourself, and that will. And it doesn't matter what society says. It matters what you feel is the right thing for you, and you should do it. Okay, good luck with that.
Jennifer Schwab asks, my daughter Sydney's 6-year-old cat Kyoko has been wanting to hide, eating less, and was throwing up a couple days ago. Our house has been busy, noisier. Sydney is wondering, is it the changes or is she sick?
This is your subject. She's better. Elle's better with animals than I am.
It's a bit of stress, of activity, of new, of noise. I don't think she's sick, or at least is not a long-term sick.
Talk to her, though.
Yeah, just be patient. Sit in a quiet room with her, wherever she's hiding. Don't do anything. Just sit there and be companionable. I don't know how many animals I've gained to trust me by just sitting there and letting them come to me. Off the top of my head.
And also tell them not to take on anybody else's energy.
Yep.
That's a big one.
And because our animals are very unconditional in their love for us, they tend to do that frequently. They tend to, and you've seen the results of what that does to a pet. So
yeah,
your mess is not their responsibility.
Yeah, and they will take it on, because we've had a few animals do that for us, and we had to tell them, don't you do that. Okay.
Okay. Jennifer Schwab says, thank you. Doreen says, hey, hope you're well. Great to see you live. Media, you've read that. All right. Tay says, thank you. I've been trying to be more spiritual and have been doing more spiritual work. I've been feeling like I've deepened my spiritual understanding of things. I'm excited for the future.
Awesome. Very good.
Doreen asks, do you have any messages from my granny for me?
Let's see. So your granny, she's sitting there and she's laughing, and she's kind of going, ha, I knew you were going to shake things up. And what's coming through is she's quite proud of you, and you are shaking things up. I'm not sure exactly. I haven't talked to you for a couple of weeks. I'm not exactly sure what you're doing, but something you're doing is really shaking people up around you, and it's creating a change in the environment. It's maybe not a comfortable change for other people, but it's a change that is needed. It's necessary, and you're doing a very good job of that. And she's enjoying it, and she's there with you. So that's yeah, she's very happy for you, and she's there with you.
Aaron Liu with a $14 super chat asks, Eliz-Sha, hope you're well. I got the shocking news that my coworker, same title as me, got promoted and now is my supervisor. How will things change? How will it pan out? I'm not optimistic. Have you been ignoring signs that you should move to a different job?
I was just going to say that. Because I remember talking to you a little while ago, and I was suggesting that you look for a new job. And what Elle said is what I got. I think short term, this woman, your coworker, may be a little arrogant because of insecurity. They're not. They will try to prove, because they've come from the same level as you, they'll try to prove that they are your boss. Mm-hmm. Then but that's not because of who you are, or it might be a little bit because of who you are, because unfortunately, I think you should have got the promotion. I don't know why you didn't, but it's a little politics in there. and she's insecure working and telling you what to do. So yeah, I think I wouldn't be optimistic either, and I would start looking. Oh, it's a young male. Cocky. Okay, that's why he got promoted. Unfortunately, he's a young male. When you said he was a young male, I did see that his testosterone is a little enhanced, and he's going to be a bit.
He's gonna peacock for a while.
He's going to peacock for a bit, unfortunately. I'm so sorry about that. Ask the universe, Aaron. Ask the universe where to go. Ask them to give you, let it drop. Ask them to have it drop into your hand, or just drop into your where you're supposed to go.
Jennifer Schwab says Kyoko has always liked to hide ever since she got her when she was young, but I feel her tummy is upset for some reason. It's stress.
Yeah, give her mint.
Yeah.
It works like catnip, but our cats preferred mint over catnip. Actually,
yeah, we would buy them catnip and nothing.
But mint, they go crazy,
and they went psycho.
Yeah,
in a good way. We've had a psycho cat in a bad way. Do not recommend.
No, yeah, never bring a cat back from the dead.
That's a story for another time. More Halloween, less
more Halloween.
Sunday. Jen Preston says, thank you so much. Maria says, thank you. I'm trying very hard with this, and I hope it is over soon.
I hope it's over soon, too, because it's very hard. I do not feel he's going to leave. He might threaten, but I don't think he can see a way forward without you.
He might go to a friend's house
for a couple of days, but they won't. They will and let him go.
Just as long as you touch base with the mom or message the friend and be like, I just want to check in. He's okay.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do. Make sure he's okay. You tell me he's okay. I will trust you and I will let it go. And I'm here when he's ready.
Yeah. Unfortunately, the less controls you have, for some dumb reason, kids think they know everything, the better it is. And they will come back to you because they need you. And he's always relied on you because you've always been there for him.
And sometimes kids just need to realize they're not adults just yet. They still need mom.
They're definitely not adults. And sometimes they're not adults till they're 30, 35.
40.
Depending. Yeah.
Just be there. Remind him that you're there. That you love him.
Make him his favorite cookies.
Nothing more you can do. It's going to suck and it's going to be hard, but nothing more you can do except be there. It
does suck. I remember when my daughter did something very similar. It just about, not Elle, but the other two did something very similar and just about tore my heart out. I actually was so upset. I got down. This was years ago when you could still do walk-ins. I went down to see my doctor and says, I need help because I was so stressed out. And thank God he's a good doctor because he did help me.
I think I'm the only child that hasn't. I mean, I've done my fair share of bullshit, pardon my language, to mom, but I've never made her.
She never tried to run away from home, but my other two did.
Well, no, that's not true. I did once.
Oh yeah, but you were 4 or 5. That's not a teenager.
This is more of a funny, but also another story time for another day.
Yeah, she actually, we went hunting for her, called out the police, everything, dived into this black swimming pool that just moved into a hotel. She was asleep in a cupboard.
In a closet. No, I wasn't thinking about that running away. I was thinking about the time that I called Pakistan.
Okay. That was ready.
That was like when I was 8.
Yeah,
Story
okay.
time for another day.
Yeah, that was hilarious.
Oh,
Yeah, but
I felt so bad.
kids, they turn your hair gray. You just have to love them. I'm sorry about
But
that.
like funny stories afterwards.
Afterwards, 30 years later. Okay, and thank you, Doreen, for explaining about the mint. I knew there was a reason for it, but I didn't know exactly why.
Jennifer adds, we've been petting her as she only likes to be held occasionally.
Oh yeah, she's pretty much a cat.
Yep. She has been eating, but less. We talk to her about how much we love her and want her to feel better, and as we pet her and give her healing.
Just change the food up. And,
Yeah.
and put more water into it, moisture into it. Yeah, and you might have to spoil her for a little while, like make bone broth and things like that.
I mean, there is a guy that pops up every once in a while on Facebook. He does shorts about like cat and dog nutritional food health. Bryson Kenzie, I think his page is. Anyways, maybe look him up and give him a see if he has anything to suggest.
I'm sure he does.
Probably. But mostly just, you don't necessarily need to talk out loud to her. Just sit in companionable silence, watch a show, read a book, let her come to you. Cats are very controlling like that.
We have some stories about my middle daughter's cat. She's quite something.
Erin says, thank you, I will ask. Maria says,
I do feel there's a job there for you, Erin, and it's not quite there yet. You're not quite ready. I think, oh, I hate to tell you this. What you have to deal with this male, it's your hook to clear up. And as soon as you can clear up that hook that he causes, a new job will magically appear. Because right now it's like in a tunnel. And I'm really sorry about that, but it's not a big hook. You can handle it. You can deal with it. And I don't think it's a big problem for you to handle this particular hook, Doreen. Erin. Okay.
Maria says, that's true. Thank you. You make me laugh.
That's good. Laughter's a good medicine.
I mean, yeah. And it's struggles that you might be able to pass on wisdom to for Alex when he's a parent and goes, Mom, did I ever do this to you when I was a kid?
And then you get to tease him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
João Fermino says, hey, between the job of Beta I and Nov Shib Seb, which one is better for me?
Will I get other offers? I think you're going to get more offers.
Mm-hmm. Hold out a bit longer.
Because I don't get between Beta I and Nova, whatever that is. I don't feel maybe Beta's slightly better. And anyhow, just so you know, you look exactly like I thought you looked like.
Jennifer Schwabs as may I ask a question for my daughter, Haley? Mm-hmm. If so, does Spirit have a message about my granddaughter Victoria's tummy? She's had diarrhea, but is eating good. She's sweet. Just want her to
feel good.
Feel good.
Okay, yeah. Your Victoria's very, very sensitive to energy. Unlike the cat, you're going to want to feed her a very easy diet, and I know this sounds really strange for a little girl, but probiotics, prebiotics, probiotics.
Yummy yogurt.
Yeah, she likes yogurt. But anytime you'll notice this, anytime there's a coronial mass ejection or the energy's really high, she's going to be off. She's going to feel off. You want to, so I personally like granite. And yes, I painted it. I paint everything. But this is granite. I personally like granite for grounding, but you'll want to find her things. So, for instance, in the pharmacy, they have these little animals that you can put a hot water bottle in for little kids. Things like that. You'll want to help her adjust to the new energies. And maybe with Haley's good with energy, just sometimes take her head like that and from behind and just allow the energies to balance Victoria out until Victoria learns to balance the energies for herself.
Teach her how to play with energy. That's one thing mom has always taught us. As little kids, she'd teach us how to play with the energy.
Yeah. So one of the things too would be to help her to ground into the earth energy. And if that doesn't help, believe it or not, ground up to the 5th dimension.
Mm-hmm. And just be glad it's stomach. I mean, it still sucks, but be glad it's a stomach and not a head. Headaches with CMEs are the worst.
Yeah. But she's going to be really good with energy, and she's going to probably be some kind of a healer. So the more she plays with the energy with her and herself, the more control she'll have over it.
Yep. Real quick, Firefly. Elizabeth does not exist. It's Eliz-Sha, not Elizabeth.
Yeah, no.
Just a quick little snippet.
My name is actually ELIZ-SHA.
Okay. Let me go back. Keisha W asks, "Hi, ladies. Will Marquise and I live together in the future?" No! Move on!
I think they might. I'm just not sure it'll be the best thing for you.
I still stand by my answer.
Yeah.
It might be mean. I'm sorry. Kind of.
I do think you want to sometimes a relationship is better as friends than it is as lovers. And I think, honestly, the history between you and Marquise is so out of balance. The energy is up and down, up and down, up and down. You already have that cycle in play. It's not going to change. And getting into a relationship, it doesn't get better. The negative aspects are exasperated. They don't get better unless you're super spiritually advanced, and then why would you want to put yourself through that anyhow? He's a good person. You're a good person. But the cycles are already in place.
Jeff Firmino adds, something important is to happen within the next week regarding these decisions. Yes.
I think so. I get 3 weeks. But timing is not my forte. Might be, but I think you will find that your hand is forced one way or the other, and you will have to make the decision.
Aaron adds, yes, I kind of feel that I will be dealing with this male macho energy for a bit. It's too bad that most people think he is super humble and a nice guy. I hope they will see what I see. Soon enough.
They might, but it's more important that you get rid of the hook than that they see what you see. Make it so what he does doesn't matter to you. That's the important part.
All right. And Firefly Magic says it was autocorrect. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, I can believe
that
that.
happens. She asks, I'm assuming you're a she. I'm sorry. Hope you're well. How does C really feel about me? He's not very expressive and gives mixed messages. Thank you.
Unfortunately, he's mixed messages or how he's feeling. He hasn't settled on how he feels about you. He's insecure. A lot of men are insecure. They don't have the emotional maturity to know how to deal with the situation. So when they start to care, they get scared and back up, and they don't feel. And this is something, unfortunately, for men right now. There's a lot of their insecurities are coming up, and so when they feel confident and then they get slapped in the face by their own emotions, not by yours, they automatically assume that they're going to be slapped down by you. And so what he's going through, the mixed messages he's going through, is his own insecurity. I believe he likes you, but he's on the fence. So if the fence is here and this is yes and this is no, he's on this side, he's on this edge of the fence, but he's not far enough over that he can't topple the other way. Positive reinforcement. Give him positive reinforcement. If there's a choice between negative and positive, give him positive and just see what happens. Because he feels like he's probably a decent human being, honestly.
Nana B asks, Eliz-Sha, you were right about me finding an apartment around September or October, and it's already happened on Friday. Thank you.
Sweet.
Now, when do you see me actually moving into that apartment?
I think so. What do you get?
When?
When?
So.
I thought actually moving in. I didn't hear the actually. Oh. Something in the energy is happening in 3 weeks. There's a big shift in energy in 3 weeks. October, the 3rd week of October, because this is the second time I've got 3 weeks. I don't know what's happening in the 3rd week of October. Is there when's the eclipse?
I don't know. You have a calendar right behind you.
Yeah, but does it tell me when the eclipses are?
I don't know.
So 3 weeks from now, something big's happening in the energy. Jump on it.
Google is your friend.
And this is for everybody, not just me, just Nana and Joe. Something's happening in 3 weeks. Use that energy to slide into the positions you want to be into. Okay, and it could be that the apartment will happen before that, or it might be that it'll happen after that. But the important part is to slide I want this to happen in my life energy and slide into it right there. Okay? Good luck. Good luck.
Jennifer Schwab says she loves yogurt and has been eating it every day. We notice every time she visits her dad's family, she has some issue for a few days to a week afterwards. I know she is very smart, empathetic, and telepathic.
Okay, so then she has karma with her dad's family.
Obsidian. I forget exactly, but it helps protect from negative energy.
And they probably feed her. They probably don't feed her the same things.
That too. Negative energy and cuts off or mirrors. Anyhow, Google what obsidian and the variations of obsidian.
And maybe get her little beads in a bracelet or something.
Yeah. Victoria O says, hello, will Elodie move out of Diego's place before summer of 2024 starts. I'm concerned about his mental health. No,
She's not going to leave. He has to leave.
she's got a free ride.
She's not going to leave. And she's not stupid. Why would she move when she can get everything she wants, including the drama that she enjoys to the hilt?
Mm.
He has to leave. If it's his house, if he owns it.
Eviction.
I don't think they can do that anymore, actually. It depends on what place they live.
Because they a lot of the government rescinded I mean that they're getting renter unions together, but if she's not paying anything and living scot-free on his dime and not doing anything, I think he still has the power of GTFO.
But she's not going to leave
But she's not
on
going
her
to leave
own.
willingly.
And she doesn't care what he feels like.
Nope.
She just cares that
it's a free ride.
And she
It's
thinks
cozy.
and she likes the drama. She thinks that she thrives on it.
Yep. And
okay.
No one's really stopping her from living what she wants to do, so why should she? Andy Brown asks, do you see me getting a part-time job that will be successful in the future? I'm on state disability and I was told I can work part-time while receiving my benefits. I'm hoping for the best.
I do, actually. And it looks like a job that's sort of low-key, and the job itself is not particularly exciting, but the people there you will find fun and enjoyable, mostly. I mean, everywhere you go, there's people, there's going to be results, but I see you sitting doing a job and talking and laughing with the people around you, and it's a low-key job. It's not anything that's stressful or anything. The outfits are pretty. Looks like there's a uniform, but I can't tell you what the uniform is. Sorry, but yeah, I think you can get a job. Don't turn your nose up at any job. It's always easier to get a job from having a job. Okay, so even if you don't like the job, take the job, and if you don't want it, you keep going forward with looking for another job. All right.
Jenny says, hello. Update on when I'll hear back from Kumar.
He's I should let my daughter say this one.
Not gonna happen.
I'm sorry. He seems to be moving further away from you. It's almost like he's with you on this side of the country. It's like he's moving away to the other side of the country, or across an ocean or a body of water. I don't know what's happening with him, and it's not that he's running from you. He's just not interested in any form of commitment from anybody at this point in his life, and he just seems to be. He doesn't even seem to have a map in front of him where he's going. He's just going.
There was a video that phrased it beautifully. If a guy, or if you like a person, you're not going to play the sit and wait game. You will find a reason to reach out and talk.
This is true.
And if you're important enough to that person, even if it's just a, hey, saw this meme, made me laugh, I'm sharing it with you, have a good day, gotta go. It's a quick little check-in. They will find a reason to have that quick little check-in. You will find a reason to have that quick little check-in with the person you want in your life.
And I wouldn't wait around for the future, because he has no, as I said, there's no map in front of him. He doesn't have a clue what he's doing. He's just moving. And did he just get out of jail? Is he?
Kumar?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Neither do I. I just feel like he's got out of something, and he's. It's almost like he's running.
But yeah, if you are not a reason someone holds their phone and says hi, move on, honey.
Yeah,
Be
please.
better to yourself.
Yeah, you deserve more. You really do.
And that goes for everyone.
Yeah, and be strong within yourself. Which I mean when I say that, be strong within yourself. Look at yourself. See your value. See that you're very, very valuable. If you're human and you're living, you're valuable. Doesn't matter your history. Doesn't matter where you think you're going. It matters that you are that in the sight of the universe, you are valuable. Okay? And value yourself. Okay, let's go on, hon.
Ding Dong asks, I've been through so much, quit a job and was betrayed. Still, I'm not losing hope. Do you see something positive happening for me?
A new job. Okay. I do, but you have to make a change. And for instance, this is, and I don't have a clue why you have your name as Ding Dong. I know there's a song, Ding Dong, the witch is dead, etc., etc.
Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
It's always what I think about when I say the name Ding Dong.
But that, when I look at that, it goes, to me, you're not valuing yourself enough. You need to change your energy. You need to look at yourself from a new perspective. For instance, Firefly Magic. Her name makes me feel upbeat, and that she's got some energy going. And I think you need to rebrand yourself. And I do see something positive for you. If you can rebrand your energy, it's like you've got a skin over you, like a snake, pardon my English, that you need to shed and allow the you to come out, the real you to come out. And the real you that comes out, maybe the real you has a great sense of humor, like Ding Dong is a great sense of humor. But maybe a great sense of humor, and give yourself a name that shows who you want to be and that you are on the way of being that. All right? So, yes, good things are coming your way. Please rebrand yourself. And if you can't do it yourself, reach out to somebody like me who can yell at you and tell you how to do it. And I'm very good at yelling at people and telling them how to do it.
She is. She plays nice, but come on. I had to get my bitchiness from someone.
Yeah. But rebrand yourself.
Regina Diamond asks,
Hey, Regina.
is DR missing me? He's back with his kid's mother after ghosting me. Again, honey, move on.
He might miss you, but he misses his kids are more important. And unfortunately, that's the way it should be.
Mm.
If he keeps coming back with his kids, and it's not his kid's mother, but his kids, he's always going to choose them first. And I do think he does miss you. I don't think it's a valid enough reason to wait for him. You, again, you're more valuable than that. Value yourself. Move forward. Self-love is the most important thing anybody can do for themselves. 49% in service to self, 51% in service to others. But your first 49% is you. You are the most important person in the world. And once you realize that, and that's not arrogance. It's not, I'm so wonderful. It's a calm, quiet, I know. And then I can be of service to other people. It's the whole oxygen thing in a plane.
And it's also being comfortable with who you are to go, yeah, this is exactly who I am. Take it or leave it, world.
And it's the difference. It's the ego that's a servant rather than the master. And sometimes you have to go, I don't care what other people think about me. I care what I think about me. And then be authentically you. Okay.
Okay. Sophia L asks, how has Interpreet been feeling after I told him I want to have a baby with him? Scared out of his fucking mind. Pardon my language, but scared out of his fucking mind.
Yeah, that was the first energy that came through, but he is also thinking about it seriously. And his thinking is, do I want to bring a child in? Do I want to be responsible for a child for the rest of my life? And okay, it's going to end up on how old is he? If he's under 33, he might not be ready. If he's over 33, closer to 35, he may be ready. He's not going to want to bring a child into this world unless he's a major part of his life, the child's life, which means he would be a major part of your life. And believe it or not, he has old time values. So, but as my daughter says, scared out of his wits, but thinking about it.
Firefly says he seems so nice. It seems like a nice guy, maybe reserved. They don't get my feelings are pretty much on the line too. Thanks, Eliz-Sha.
Okay, I'm going to tell you something right off the bat. If your feelings are on the line, he's not the guy.
Mm-hmm.
Because it takes a good 3 months to get to know someone. It takes a year before you want to get super lay your life on the line. Yes, I want to spend my life with you. But if you have been talking to this guy for over 3 months and you don't know, go find somebody else. That's a Jewish thing, by the way. As soon as you know you're not interested in a person, you leave and start. You don't go, okay, I'm going to date this guy just so I can have dates, or you just leave. You can keep him for a friend or something like that. All right. Good luck with that, Firefly.
Andre Santos asks, hello, does David Santos have romantic feelings for me? I love him and I do care a lot for him. Question is, are you in love with him romantically?
Because to love, you can love people. I think he likes you. Let's see. I think he does. I think he cares for you. More importantly, do you love him? You love him, but is that in love? Because I'm not getting that you're in love. It's almost like, well, he likes me. I'll settle for it because, well, nothing exciting is happening in my life. That's not the way. That's the good way to have a karmic relationship, unfortunately. What you want to do is look at it, look at him. Can you imagine yourself growing old with him, walking down the street holding hands? And can you imagine having a huge fight with him and working it out? Imagine the worst things. And can you see yourself working it out or wanting to work it out? Imagine having family with him, because you marry him, you marry the family. He marries you, he marries your family.
I was at my local bookstore the other day, and there was this older couple, probably mom generation.
Old, in other
Maybe my
words.
grandmother generation.
She's not 100.
No, but like between like my grandmother and my niece and nephew's grandmother generation. And the husband teased his wife mercilessly for buying more and more books, for spending hundreds of dollars on books and calendars, and it was a genuine joy to see this couple together and just enjoying each other. Him going, I'm not going to pay for your books, where's your money? And her going, but you'll get it back. I will give you back the money. It's in the car. I just don't want to go get it. And he's like, I will go get it for you. You sit here and chit chat. I will go get you your money.
So in other words, they've been together a long time and they know each other inside and out.
And like that camaraderie is, hey, I love you. I love you for your goofy need and your loving hobby and your like this moment we share together, and we can privately laugh in front of everyone. And just because we're laughing and genuinely enjoying ourselves, the world around us laughs because that is infectious.
Yeah. And I'm not 100% sure I get that from you yet, Andre. It was Andre, right?
Yeah.
But doesn't mean that you won't fall in love with him. But if it's been over 3 months and you don't have, you're not sure. No, that was
wrong. That was a different.
Sorry, I'm not good with names, honestly.
David Santos. Do they return my feelings?
Yeah. Yeah, so it is Andre then. Yeah. Okay. Just I get the feeling that you should wait. And it might be that you will all of a sudden topple over a ledge and fall in love with him and he with you. I don't feel that it's there yet. Be careful. Go slowly.
Be friends.
Yeah, and you can be friends and grow old together as friends, as my daughter was just explaining. Okay.
That kind of love is...
Okay, she says definitely aging with him. Okay.
Yeah.
I do believe... I still feel take your time, go slow.
Yeah. That love, like my oldest sister, the one that just got married,
and that's
the love she has with her husband. Is I will tease you until my dying breath, and I will love you even longer.
And they have a genuine love,
and like it is beautiful.
And I haven't seen that often in all my years. I have not seen genuine love often, but they get to an edge, they have a problem, they work it out, and I've seen them do it over and over again. And that's the kind of love everybody wants, where they get to an edge. This is horrible. What do I do? He said, well, I'm going to go talk to him. And they work it out. Okay, good luck then.
Ding Dong asks, why does the woman I am developing feelings for reject me? I cannot find peace. And regarding rebranding myself, I know what you mean, but I cannot be something I'm not. But then you don't know yourself.
But the thing is, I agree with you, but I think when I say rebranding yourself, I'm talking about becoming more authentically yourself.
There is more to you than Ding Dong.
Then we don't know why you chose that name. If we knew why you chose that name, it might change our attitude. But you're not a ding dong. I can't feel that in you. I can feel somebody who's deep and has a lot of depth, and you've got a lot of cover over who you are because you're afraid to let other people see who you are. And usually 99% of the time when it's spiritual people, it's because they have, in the centuries gone by, probably Atlantis, been powerful people who've done despicable things, and they don't want to redo it. It's not going to happen again. Promise you. We haven't come back at this time to mess things up. We've learned our lesson. We're going to be doing what we need to do. We're powerful individuals. Allow yourself to be that powerful individual, okay? Again, I've 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 watched. I've helped a lot of people realize they're not going to make the same mistakes over again. They've done it. They've learned their lesson. And you are allowed to be authentic. Jennifer says she wanted a necklace for Victoria. You can do that with your.
I don't have it.
Oh, it's back up behind.
Oh, okay.
Message me, Jennifer. I'm not 100% sure I can. I can do bracelets though, and but I'm not sure I can do that yet. I'm still, my thumb is still healing, and I can't do a lot of things. I will know more, probably not next week, not this week, but maybe the week after I'll know more. Okay, so anyhow, I think we've done that, everything.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, sorry if I scold, but I've been doing a lot of that lately. I'm telling
Just the
people
energy.
just, okay, this is the truth. This is who you are. And one of the things that I'm very good at is seeing who people truly are. I know you ask anybody that I work with, they say, well, Elisha says I could do it, so I tried it, and I could do it. And it's one of my talents is seeing people's true selves. So good luck with that, ding dong.
And remember, you are not who you were yesterday, and you're not going to be who you are tomorrow.
Yeah. It's really good. And thank you, everybody who's been there. And hopefully we should be back again next Sunday. We won't be back on Saturdays, most likely. We might be. Depends on...
Stay tuned.
Yeah, stay tuned. Okay, so I'm going to go with that. Namaste, namasko. And I love you, and you I do love.
Bye, everyone.
End stream. Bye.